Well, hello. How are y'all today? Welcome to Stacy's Crafty Jam. I'm doing a kind of a special thing today, or a different thing, let's say. I'm in a group. I'm part of the team. Welcome. Did I say that? Welcome. I'm on a team for an amazing group. It's Arlene Wheeler Perry's group. It's called Savageart, and it is a really cool group, and they've got a lot of fun activities there. And one of them is called Savage Take Five, and that's a weekly challenge that they do every. It starts on a Friday and goes to like the following Thursday. And Arlene and I were discussing things, and I told her, I said I'd like to do more, in the group. I'd like to help. So she said, "Well, do this." So I said, "Okay, what? Here I am. Here I am. I'm doing it. Let's do it." So this week, I want to make a little thing. It's like a doily booklet. We're going to use a paper doily. We'll be folding this kind of in half, and there'll be papers sandwiched in here like a signature, and it'll be a little doily booklet, easy breezy. You kind of decorate the front. You could put pockets on. You could just, the sky's the limit on these things. You can bind it using your like a 3-hole pamphlet. You could staple it. I suppose you could glue it. I don't know how that would work. That's not the way I'm going to do it today. I'm actually going to sew it. I'm going to sew a line down the center and sew mine in. These are some doilies that I happen to have. Believe they're from our shop, but you could use any paper doily, any size. This one happens to be a 6-inch, and you could make big 8-inch, 10-inch, little 4-inch. How cute would that be? A heart shape. Let your creativity flow on this. And the way you do that is you make your project, and it's called Take Five because there's 5 things involved, and in it, and add whatever you want, but these 5 things need to be in there. And there you go. You take a picture, post it, use that hashtag, and there's a giveaway once a month. Every time you post your make with using the hashtag in the Savageart group, you'll have an entry into the giveaway at the end of the month. Yeah. Isn't that fun? I mean, making this is fun. Okay. The bonus is the giveaway. Yeah, it sure is. Okay, so let's do this today. What are we going to do? The five takeaways today. The 5 things you need to get are a doily, check. Book and or music pages. I chose both, but that counts as one. So, I guess it could be 2, really, but that's 1. So I got the 1 and the 2. Lace. I'm going to use either one of these laces. I happen to have a little bit of lace. Oh, I love this one, this chocolate one. I love this pink one. We'll see which one. I think I want to use this one, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so doily, book and or music page, check. Lace, check. Buttons. I've got over here buttons. Buttons are in this little container, and a bow or bows. And I made a little bow using crinkled seam binding. But I was looking for my pre-made bows, but I couldn't find those boogers. I took them to the craft retreat, and I don't know what I did with them. And then any other assortment of things you wanna add to yours. I've got a couple of pink tickets out here. I've got some pearls in a couple of different halfback pearls in a couple of different sizes. I've got some flowers. I've got some pink little tiny rickrack. So we'll see what all makes the cut. But I'm using these 5 things to create it. Now, I've never made one of these before. Well, I think I did a long time ago, but I don't remember. It's been a minute, and I've slept a couple of days since then. So what I did is I took and then I want to use some avocado paper. I want to use this pretty vintage, it's really nice and thick and sturdy. I have to see. There's 2 pages. I knew this was extra thick. Okay. I think. Let me see here. I think I'll use this one with all the writing. So where I got one. I want to do 5 pages in mine, but if you're going to make this, make yours however you want, however many pages you want. So that's avocado paper, and then I've got some tea stain paper. I got a couple of sheets of that. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages in my book. And the way I'm going to start this out is I'm going to figure out, I want my pages to come outside the doily. You could do yours inside the doily, but I'm going to have mine on the outside. That's the way I'm going to do it. And I think I want to start with the pink. So that being the case, what I'm going to do is, how am I going to do it? I got an idea. I'm going to put little tiny pieces of washi to hold my doily on. That's the way I'm doing it. That washi happened to be over there. Okay, and then I'm going, that gives me, because I don't want to draw a circle on it, because I don't want to have to erase all that, you know. And then I'm just going to tear. Now you could take your decorative scissors, you know, you like your little scrapbooking scissors with the decorative edges. You could, you know, I guess if you've got a die cut that's this big, well, that's a little big, but you know, maybe you're using a doily that's smaller, you know. So yeah, just what I'm going to do. I'm not the best at tearing things here, but as you will see, it's a struggle bus. But I embrace the wonkiness of things. I have to. Lord knows. Stacy has to embrace the wonky, or I'll never be happy with a blooming thing I do. It's always a hot mess express. Okay. But I tend to have a lot of fun, and that is my point. That's my main thing. Oh, it's too much again in my way. Oops. I have to be able to get this, and I don't want to be wrinkling up my doily. Okay. I may come through here and tear off these little rat chewing looking pieces. I may very well do that. Okay. There's that. Now, you could have like a waterfall graduated look to it, but I think all my pages are going to be pretty much about like that. So now I think I want to do this one. I'm going to use this for the center. I think the next one is going to be a music. And I'm going to do the same blooming thing. I'm just going to keep putting. I'm gonna put the. And then get it off my finger. I'm gonna put the washi on here to hold it down. I don't know. This is a learning process. I was gonna make one before I came on, but I don't know. This is what I did. So here we are. We're gonna learn together. We'll learn together. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I care if it's. You know, if it's exactly, oops daisy, it came loose on me. I think I like that part will show and part won't. I'm going to really embrace the eclecticness of this little little thing. I saw this on Pinterest is where I saw it. Long time ago, actually. And I might have done it way back when. But that would have been eons ago. So I'm just going to keep tearing around here. Oh, I hope I got this. Okay, that washi's in my way. So let me just tear. I mean, it don't have to be perfect, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe for those of you who are perfectionists, this little exercise may be a stretch for you. All right. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Well, my cat's talking to me back there. Did y'all hear that? All right, we're going to tear this piece. And all I need now is the music one. So, what, baby? I hear my Elsa back there. I don't know what she's doing. She probably hears me talking. She's like, who are you talking to? She's like, yeah, do you hear her? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So, yeah, we're just going to tear these pages. And then we'll get to the fun part, which is decorating. And I'll sew it all together. You could do the 3-hole pamphlet. You could staple. You could glue. You know, I'm not real sure how gluing would work. But, you know, hey, where there's a will, there's a way. I know that by experience. So, yeah. I usually figure it out. We're us junk journalers. We're figure outers, aren't we? We figure it out. Yeah, my daughter was making she got these curtains for a room, and one of the curtains had those big old grommets, you know, and she wanted to put it on the curtain rod, right? And then she had a sheer piece that she wanted to put on top, but the sheer one didn't have grommets. So she told me, she's like, well, I'm not going to be able to do this because, you know, that's not going to look right with the grommets, and how am I supposed to get that on there? And I said, well, why don't you sew the sheer one to the grommet one? And she got silent for a minute, and she goes, huh, that might work, Mom. I said, yeah, well, the junk journaler in me figures out how to get around things. She goes, well, I think that might work, Mom. And she called me back a little later, and she was like, it looks great. It worked, Mom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for you. Thank you, junk journaling. So, yeah, we learn to work around things, you know. So you do you on this little book. The main thing is to have some fun. And, you know, here's the idea. And you take this inspiration, or you know, I hope it inspires you to have some fun with the challenge. Use the five things: the doily, the bow, the button, the lace, and the book or music pages, and create some what makes you happy, and that is beautiful, you know. So yeah, which is the point of what we do. Okay, I'm almost done with this little tedious part. I got one more page to go. That's the center one. And I think I want the center one to be smaller. Pretty sure that's the way I'm kind of thinking on that. And let me look here. So I like the pink there that you can see that. Maybe that. Maybe this. Maybe the music. And then maybe this one next. And then this one. Okay, that being the case, this is on the center. This one I can draw on. Tell you what, I got an idea. Let's use this. Let's make it about the size of this. Yep. So let me get my pencil, and we're gonna draw like a wonky circle. And I'll tear around here. But, you know, if you cut with those scissors, which I have some of those scissors, but I am not the best at those scissors. They never look right when I do it. They're all off, and yeah. So I decided not to use those scissors on a video. No. I'm already making a big enough goober of myself doing it this way, you know? Okay. I'm hoping this is going to turn out really pretty. I think it will. You know, I mean, look at the prompts, the 5 things. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? You put a bow on anything, you put a button on it, you know, you put lace on it. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Music and book pages. Yeah. Sheer perfection. Okay, now I need to erase my little marks. I think that's it. I just got outside the line there a little bit. Okay. So let's see how that's going to look. Oh, that's all right. I like that. All right. Okay. So what did I do here? Oh, I need to go this direction. Okay. Now my music's facing up, because if you're doing music and book pages, you need to get that, you know, where it's going. You don't want to do it upside down, you know. Okay. So let me get a little clippies. Well, no, I don't need to do that yet. Let's put this on the outside. And I'm thinking I want to fold in between. Like, I'm thinking I want to fold down the middle here. So let me find the top. Let me get this washi off. Okay. Oops, I moved it. Okay, I think I like that pretty good. So let's fold this in half. It's going to be pretty near perfect. I like it. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my little clips. Oh, my little well's deep. Okay. Let me Let me bone fold this down kind of gently. Okay. So I don't want to tear the doily. Okay, okay, okay. Where is my thing? Let me move this up. All right. I'm going to clip there. I'm going to clip here. And that's all I need. I don't need those other 2 clips. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I cannot sew a straight line. So when I sew things like this, Elsa's telling you, she's going, Mama can't sew a straight line. So what I do is I draw a line faintly with a pencil so that I have something I can see to sew down. Because I'm a goober and I can't sew worth a darn. So let me pause this and I'm going to sew a straight line, straight line down here. But at this point, this is where you would either make 3-hole pamphlet and sew it, you know, with your embroidery, your wax thread, whatever, or you staple. You want to do it that way. I'm going to sew a straight stitch down the center. That's the way I'm going to do it. And, but I guess if you were going to glue, you would glue each page to each page. Yeah. But I'm not real sure how the glue thing would work, but you know, it's always, you know, always options, you know. So let me sew and I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Look how cute this is. Now, note to self, note to you, learn from my mistakes. I used a pretty fragile book. So when I folded this and I sewed down the center, it didn't like it and it came apart. So I went through and I sewed on either side, but it still folds really well. And I'm okay with that. And I'm going to cover mine up. So if you're going to use fragile book pages, you may want to shore up that when you go to fold it, or you want to use better book pages that aren't so fragile. But I just fell in love with this one, so that's what I used. But I think overall, I'm extremely pleased with this. I love the whole whimsical feel and approach to this book. And this by itself is pretty, okay, I think. But yeah, let's do more. Let's do more. So I'm going to open this up and I want to use our very pretty chocolate rose lace. Yep. Just like that. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to put some glue around the edging. And of course it's a doily, so I got to be aware of the fact that it's gonna, you know, it's gonna come through those holes. So I'm trying to be careful and only put the glue on the solid part of the doily. Now this particular doily isn't like the other doilies that maybe you've seen, paper ones. It's got a little bit more solid surface, you know. I like that. We only have a few of these left in the shop, to be honest with you. And when they're gone, they're gone. So I gotta make sure I put some back for Stacy Nail and Dana K. But anyway, any doily will work, you know. And when I saw this project, it was intended for paper doilies, but you know, I didn't specify in the prompts. So what if you used a crochet doily, guys? Maybe on my next, if I do another one, I might try that. You know what I'm saying? How cool would that be? Okay, I'm going to get real good on the spine because I definitely want to cover up that boo-boo stuff. Okay, there we are. And we're going to put this down here. Like so. Oops. And then I'm going to, isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to cut around it a little better. But I'm going to get this in a more, in a workable state. Not such a big old long thing of lace here. What else? She's talking to us today. Never had her do this on a video before. I don't know what's happening with her. Okay. So let me... I should have made sure that the edge of the doily was shown a little more. But, you know, to know better is to do better. On my next one, I will probably not put glue all the way to the edge of the doily. You know, but you decide how you want to do yours. You know, it's all in the eye of the creator. You know, that's what Elsa just said. She goes, "Yeah." What, baby girl? Lord have mercy. What's happening with you this afternoon? The goats are out across the street, so that might be part of her thing. And that lady's at work, and I'm not chasing that lady's goats around out there. You know, I'm a good neighbor and everything, but there's 12 of the boogers. How much? It's like getting marbles on a hill all together. You know, I don't raise livestock on purpose because I'm not the one. I am not Farmer Stacy. I'm Crafter Stacy. Yeah. Okay. She wants me to make a wreath for her door. I'm your huckleberry, but not your huckleberry to chase goats around. Anyway, the goats are out, so maybe that's part of her stress level. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think I like it. Okay. Now we got to make sure we get the bow in here. We got to make sure we get, what else? Okay. We've got, where'd my paper go? We got the doily, check. We got that, check. We got the lace, check. I got to do buttons and bows, and then everything else is perfect. So let me find some bows that I might want to use. Oh, I like that. That one right on top was good. Oh, let's use this pink one. Okay, let's do that pink one. Maybe those two. I don't know. Oh, let's do one of those. Okay, that'll be good. Be good enough. All right, and then where was those tickets? Maybe I don't want all of this ticket. Maybe because tickets get torn in half, right? They get torn in half. So maybe we do that. And I got these, I think, on Temu. They're nothing real true vintage. I've not decided if I'm going to use this ticket or not yet. But I might. I like this one. I don't remember where I got this one. All right, no, let's do it down here. Let's do the bow up here. And let's do a button right there. Oh, you know, by golly, I think I like all of that. Okay. And I think I'm really liking that. And then you could put pockets on the inside if you wanted to, but you know, you want to keep in mind the bulk and stuff, right? So, and then I didn't think of closure through on this, but I think what I'll do is I'll just wrap seam binding around it. Let me put a little bit of some cheesecloth along one side there. Let me put some cheesecloth like right there, and then I'll cut it a little more. Yeah, let's do that. And I don't think I'm going to decorate the back. I'm going to leave that alone. Where that was, yeah, that'll work right there like that. All right. And I'm going to trim this a little more. I don't need all this. So let's set this down. But the tedious part, if there's anything tedious about it, is tearing those pages, you know? But, you know, it's a little therapeutic, you know, overall. Okay. Okay. I always I sew these on book pages, and then I cut the knot off in the back so it's not so bulky. But you got to do that right when you're getting ready to use it, you know? Okay. I like that. Let's attach the bow up here. Which way do I want to do that? Okay, we'll do the bow this way. Probably will want to leave this bow alone once I put it on here, because you know it might have been better to use hot glue, but I don't have that gun, you know. Let me hold it down a second. Okay, if I leave it alone, it will adhere, and then I'll tack down these down here too. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh my goodness. This is a really cutie patootie thing. Holy cow, Batman. And then, what if I used this? I don't know. I've never used Rick Rack for a closure, but what if? Wonder how that would work. Well, I don't need a mile of it. Okay. Let me show you. Let's see if I like it. And then we could close it together with this little Rick Rack. This little tiny Rick Rack. I don't know if it's going to make a decent bow, you know. But you won't know until you try. Oops. I'm going to have to do that again. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't get a hold of this Rick Rack. There we go. Oh, it's really actually kind of cute. And then another bow. Yep. Oh my goodness, that's cute. This is like a mile long though. Oh my gosh. Is this not the cutest thing on the planet? Look at that. That is precious. I think I'm in love. I don't know. What do you think? Tell me what you think. And hey, go and get involved in the challenge. That starts I'm shooting this on a Thursday. So it starts on Friday. Which is, what's today's date? 17th? I can't remember today's date. Yo, today's the 18th. So it starts on the 19th. Starts on the 19th. And you'll do your Savage, hashtag Savage Take 5. You'll need a doily, a book, or music. I did both. Lace, buttons, or a button. Doesn't have to be buttons. And a bow. I happen to have 2 bows on here, but I'm going to take the plural off. Yeah, a button and a bow. But if you want to do more, you're overachiever, then go for it. Yeah, this is really precious. I love this. And I can't wait to see all of your creativity. You know, somebody's going to use a crochet doily. Somebody's going to use a heart doily. Somebody's going to use a big one. Somebody's going to use a small one. I know the creativity in Savage Art is amazing, outstanding. And, you know, I use tickets, you know, but I also had out my clusters. So, you know, the possibilities and the creativity has no ceiling. Yeah, it's sky's the limit. So this is going to be a really fun challenge. I can't wait to see all the inspiration and what you're going to do with it. And if you're not a member of Savage Art, it's a like junk journal, swap, share, sell. I can't remember all of the long. It's a kind of a long name, but you'll find it if you do Savage Art. But I'm going to put the link to Savage Art down below. And yeah, because this is part of the Savage Art Facebook group. TwoSisterJam is very supportive of Savage Art, but don't post in. I mean, yes, please post in Two Sister, but you won't be entered in the giveaway unless you post with the hashtag in Savage Art. I hope that all makes sense. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this. And if you just were wanting to know how to make a Doilie booklet, then, you know, thank you for joining me today. And I hope that this inspired you. I got to look at this. Let me open this. You know, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and tell me what you think. Oh, that glued to this page. That's all right. I'm not going to trip out about it. So, note to self: when I put the glue on the doily, it glued to the pink paper, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. So, but I really love this. I really love this. I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna put something through the center here because this book page is extremely brittle. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is precious. Precious. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, maybe you want to do blue. Maybe you want to do purple. I pink's my jam, so that's what I did. So yeah, I'm gonna tie this back again, take a picture, and yeah, let's challenge each other, let's inspire each other, let's support each other. Yeah, hit subscribe if you're new to Stacy's Crafty Jam. I would love to have you. Down below is the links to get the laces, and that's TwoSisterJam Etsy shop. Yeah, and then we have a Facebook group too that supports our Etsy shop, and we have some challenges and fun things there too. Yeah, so yeah, I just adore you guys. Y'all are the jam. Y'all are the jam to my biscuit. That's what y'all are. Y'all have a great, fabulous day, afternoon, evening. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.